We may be starting to see some signs of relief at the gas pump. Last week, gas prices surged to record highs following that spike in the cost of crude oil that we haven't seen since 2008. However, oil prices are beginning to drop, and prices at the pump now starting to slowly come down. According to AAA, the national average dipped yesterday to $4.31 a gallon. That's down 1 penny from Tuesday and 2 pennies from Monday. Here in Utah, we're still paying more than the national average at $4.35 a gallon. So while gas prices seem to be leveling off, it is still taking a toll on everyone's budget, including Utah's businesses. Joining us to share the business impact is Peter Makowski here with the Salt Lake City Department of Economic Development. Peter, thanks for being with us here this morning.
Hey, Brian, it's great to be with you.
I was just talking with about this with my wife the other day, where she was like, "You can't believe how much it shot up in just the last week." I felt this is something that's affecting everybody.
You know, it is. And, it's not only affecting consumers, but it's also affecting small businesses. And, we've been looking at ways that we can, help businesses out during this time while gas prices are higher than we're used to.
So you have some ideas here this morning.
Absolutely. It's affected small business in a very specific way. A lot of these businesses rely on transportation. Think about deliveries, shipping, things like that. Gas prices affect those things. Restaurants, they're already trying to attract customers back, into their restaurants, and a lot of people are buckling down. They're not driving as much or not eating out as much. So it's been a very special challenge for small businesses to deal with higher gas prices.
It's one of those things you don't necessarily think of the ripple effect, because if gas prices are higher, shipping prices are higher, prices on goods and food is higher, and if people aren't going out to eat as much, then they're having a number of costs not coming in, and higher costs these businesses have to put out.
Absolutely. I mean, think about businesses that rely on petroleum-based products. Those prices are going to go up. Your utilities, those things add up over time. So there are a number of things that businesses can do to sort of stem some of these impacts. One is looking at remote work still. Keep your people at home. If they don't need to drive to work, don't make them drive to work.
Right, they'll save you money on gas, or save them money on gas.
Sure. Look at from utilities. Look at your energy efficiency in your business. Look at your light bulbs, your thermostat, your HVAC. Any ways that you can adjust those costs and cut back costs. And then one thing that we've seen businesses do is buy in bulk. As prices are going up, as we mentioned, shipping, transportation, and even just the price of products, think about buying in bulk and stocking up.
Yeah, so you won't have to ship it as many times, right?
Absolutely.
So that one cost of the gas to ship it the one time will help reduce some of that cost. What if you're one of those businesses, like say, that rely on customers coming in and they're not coming in? Maybe because they don't want to pay for high gas prices, or maybe they don't have the means to be able to expend that much money. Mm-hmm. Any recommendations there?
Look at delivery. It's still a cost, and something that businesses should still be leaning into. Look at possible discounts for customers actually coming in instead of using delivery.
Incentivizing
things like that.
people to come in.
There's a lot of different ways that you can look at it. But the best thing to do right now is save and just buckle down, because we hope this is just temporary.
Yeah, there's a lot of those things that we're seeing. Gas prices now starting to level off. Hopefully that will continue to drop. If people want to follow your work there and get more of those recommendations and see what you're doing for businesses, how do they connect with you in the city?
You can visit our website at www.slc.gov/ED as in economic development, and we'll have more suggestions for you there.
And of course, we'll make that easy for you. Have it on abc4.com/GMU. Talking with Peter Makowski here with the Salt Lake City Department of Economic Development. As always, a pleasure here this morning, Peter.
Thanks, Brian.